What's shaking, family? Look, man, I'm gonna let y'all know at the end of the day, it's only you versus you, right? At the end of the day, you gotta realize, man, this world is full of distractions. This world is full of, things that knock you off your pivot. But at the end of the day, it's always you versus you. It's not you versus the world. It's not you versus your parents. It's not you versus the system. Not you versus the government. It's you versus you, right? Because at the end of the day, you gotta put in the work. You gotta show up for yourself each and every day. You got to continue to, go after your standards and goals and dreams that you desire to do, right? But every day, what's happening is it's a lot of distractions that's going on that's keeping you from you actually accomplishing your dreams and standards and goals. Because at the end of the day, man, you got to realize like we can all have these standards and dreams and goals, right? But when it comes to things that's distracting us and things that's trying to keep us like off track. If you continue to entertain those things, then it's ultimately your fault that you're not where you want to be at. So you're at fault. It's not the world. So you can't blame the world. Can't blame the algorithm, man. My algorithm is not making me successful. No, it's you. It's always you, man. Y'all gotta realize, man, it's always a you versus you situation because like you gotta be able to, make keep the promises that you keep to yourself, right? Most people do not do that. Like I even had sometimes did that too. Like told myself I'm gonna do something, but then I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Now you just delaying the inedible, bro. We gotta build that trust with yourself, right? So once you understand that, you gotta really build that trust with yourself. So that means you gotta act on everything that you say you're gonna do at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to. That's why I always say, man, I tell people all the time, it's you versus you because bro, like you gotta be the one to show up. You gotta be the one to, put in the work, put in the action steps behind what you're trying to say you're gonna do. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do that, then who gonna do it for you? We all can tell ourselves we want to be successful. We want to, create the life of abundance. We want to be the first millionaire in our family. We want to be the one to pay off our mom houses, things of that nature. But if we don't do things that align with what we got going on, then we already done fail, right? So you got to realize, man, at the end of the day, it's always going to be that feeling of, man, who can I blame when I don't, accomplish my thing? And you can't blame nobody because it's you versus you. Like ain't nobody tell you to do what you want to do. Ain't nobody tell you to you want to be successful. Ain't nobody tell you to go after your dreams and goals. You decide to do that. So at the end of the day, man, you gotta really put your whatever you say in action, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, it's your fault. Don't blame nobody, man. You gotta take accountability for what your actions are right now in this life that we living in, man. So at the end of the day, man, I just want to let y'all know, man. Come on here and let y'all know, like, bro, like you really got to understand what keeping promises to yourself really means, right? So you tell yourself, okay, man, let's just say you tell yourself, I'm going to stop watching porn, stop being lustful. If you do that for 2 days and then go back, then you just broke that promise to yourself. Now, when you what happens is it's a domino effect. So every time you go out and do something, you tell yourself, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. You don't do it because your body, your mind know like you don't keep no promises to yourself. That's why I say it's you versus you. But if you decide to keep those promises and you decide to, really stop being lustful, stop being, watching porn, then you battle that battle that you winning with yourself is you winning that battle each and every day. Every day is a fucking war. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Every day is a fucking war for your attention. Every day is a war. It's a battle, but you gotta win that battle with yourself, with your thoughts, with your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to, bro, at the end of the day. Then you gotta have the right people in your corner, bro. Like you can't have motherfuckers that's knocking off your pivot because they want you to go this way where you want to go this way, right? So then you blame them because you ain't where you want to be at. No, it's still a you versus you. You know you don't supposed to be over here, right? So you know I can't be over here. I can't. This don't align with me. So I got the pivot go the other way. That's what you got to tell yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, it's always a you versus you situation where this whole entire life is you versus you. If you really, really think about it, bro, you battling with yourself each and every day. Everybody, nobody know what's going on behind closed doors but besides you. You know what you've been telling yourself. You know what you've been doing behind closed doors. You know it's either giving a point to your hero or a point to your villain. What is it doing for you, bro? I'm telling you, man, you got to be able to, separate yourself from these people, man, because at the end of the day, man, that's where separation comes. That's where the successful people comes. Like once you understand that you got to separate from everybody else, man, you got to be that 1%, bro. You can't keep doing what everybody else is doing, right? Everybody else is leading a life of bullshit or living a life that somebody want them to live. Like live your own fucking life, bro. At the end of the day, man, that's how that shit go. But I want to let y'all know, man, it's always a you versus you situation, bro. Because at the end of the day, who else gonna accomplish your goals? Who else gonna accomplish your dreams? Who else gonna do it? Your mom not gonna do it. Your dad not gonna do it. Your best friend not gonna do it. You. It's always you versus you, man. That's gonna be our message for today, man. You gotta realize, man, like once you understand what it is in here, once you battle here, battle your mind, you battle this each and every day, you get past this, you can get anything in this world that you want, bro. But it always depends on you. Remember, it's you versus you. It's not you versus nobody else. That's the video for today. Quan out. Peace.